You know what I need? A dice tower. So I'm making a dice tower. It's not a bad one. And I got it at this 45-degree angle so that it can sit in the corner of the board. You put your dice in, it comes off both sides. Might be annoying for some people, but who cares? We may not always use them. I got this one built, and it's a proof of concept. I like it. I do need to do some more securing of it, and I'm going to cover it in some good stuff to make it look really nice. So if you see it pop up in a video, that's why. And of course, like I just showed, I can take the top off so I can store it a little bit easier as well. But yeah, I will be putting some foam board on there to get it to blend in. But I thought I should document at least how I'm putting it together. So I cut my pieces. I've already glued these two together. And I'm going to get everything else glued. So enjoy the video. So this is just a little simple, basic concept. Like I've said in other videos, I'm not an engineer, so I don't have a good idea about making a complex thing. Relative to other videos that I've seen of people making their own dice tower, I'm trying to keep this as nice and simple as possible. And that's why I'm going with this big square shape, because the foam bricks that I'll put on it later, that's really what's going to make the whole thing look the way it needs to look. This, as you can see, is being held together by Elmer's glue, and it takes to this foam board really well. And this is a two-part process, and this is just how I put together the bottom piece. There are no actual plans to this. This is all just kind of free-willing and how I assembled it and how I cut it. If you want to try to make this yourself, I would suggest going back to the beginning of the video and screenshotting the pieces that were laid out on my cutting board there. And you can make this pretty much out of any material that you like. You know, foam board works fine because it's nice and light. But if you want to go something that's a little bit more durable, feel free to do that. My baffle pieces on the inside for the dice to randomize against, that's just simple cardboard. This is actually pretty thick cardboard. It came off of a 4-pack of green beans. I do think that it probably will wear down over time, but I did make a point to add on a few layers of glue to stiffen it up, thicken it up, and then I also put my 50/50 Mod Podge paint mixture on it as well once I got the whole thing assembled. The bottom piece there is just a diamond cut that I kind of tweaked and adjusted just to get it to fit into the space. And the rest of these all sit far enough apart that 1.5 dice is able to get through the gaps in between. So there's more than enough clearance. As you can see right there, there's plenty of clearance for a dice to get through. I don't show it here in the video, but I do end up making little stops at the very ends as well. And I'm sure if you're a little bit more savvy or creative, there would be a way to easily set it up so that you can make a point for the dice to come out on one side or the other with this kind of a build. But I'm pretty content with the randomization of, is it going out left or right? This isn't a permanent piece attached onto my board. This is a freestanding thing that will move around on the game table with whoever it is that's using it. So having it come out both sides just adds on to the randomness. If you wanted to, you could make that a game mechanic. And now we're going to get into a little editing magic because I thought I could do that. They're cheap tricks, but hey, who doesn't love cheap trick? They just want you to want them. So I did add little feet onto the bottom of my top piece, so it helps to guide it into the bottom piece. It does stick just a little bit, but for the most part, it works fine. For the top, this is just a Snapple bottle where the threads were cut off, paint black cardboard on it. And the easiest way I've found to putting bricks on a thing is just to pour it on there and let static happen. It's a thing. So here they are, they're all foamed up with a lot of spare bits and pieces that's from all over. And let's just give it the inaugural test. Yeah, proof of concept. Mod Podge, paint, 50-50, boom. We're just gonna take that, put it on top of everything, boom. Ready to be painted. And as I said earlier, I made a point to make sure the 50-50 was put on the baffles as well, just to give them a little bit more coverage and a little bit more support. Now we got our paints. These are the same paints as before that I've used on all my walls and everything else. Boom, there you go. And then we're going to stick this wash on there. Again, BlackMagic Craft. And look at that. Nice and shiny. Like it just rained. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. That's right. I got 1 for each corner. We can make a castle out of this puppy. Nice. And if you're curious how the dice tower works with my Killer's Keep build, this is it next to a 3rd floor. It's actually right next to it, so it fits in pretty good. It doesn't really collide with the board that much, and it's comparable to the same height of a third floor. You still put your dice in and roll out. Clearly, I need a bigger table, but yeah, I mean, on the table next to it, it looks really good, and gives it an added flair. So blends in real nice.
Towel, this is Ghostwriter. Request permission for flyby.
Negative, Ghostwriter. The patron is full. I want some butts!
Please, Miss O'Neill, sit and let me tell you the story. Long ago, I was there, and I found in front of me 4 baby towers.
That's us.
Brave heroes, I have gathered you here to help destroy that foul beast that has taken the tower. The tower! The tower! Rapunzel! Rapunzel! I hate that guy. Hello!
Hello? Who is it?
We are 4 brave adventurers that are seeking refuge for the night. If you would tell your master that he could give us food and shelter for the night, he may join us in our quest to end Zargon's rule.
Well, I'll ask him, but I don't think he'll be too into it. I mean, we already killed him.
What?
I told him that we already killed him.
Can we come in and verify?
Nah, I don't think that'd be cool. Nah, you just gotta trust us on that one, man. Like, totally dead. Smushed into pieces.
Oh, well, okay then, we'll just go home. Thank you.